Welcome back, everybody, to For the Sake of the Parlay. Today is May 7th, 2026, and what we're going to do today, we are going to review yesterday's parlay of the day with our alternate line suggestions and give you today's parlay of the day with alternate line suggestions. All right, so let's get right into it. But before we get into today's video, let me tell you why you should subscribe right now. We are PPCs here, all right? And PPCs are professional parlay creators. Creating parlays is what we do, and we do this full time. We are giving you parlays consisting of all types of bets, including player props, totals, spreads across all major sports. Next, this is a collaborative channel consisting of two people. We're lucky to have two PPCs on this channel, and the architect and the voice. Obviously, I am the voice, but the architect is really the one doing a lot of the planning, designing, and managing throughout the parlay making process. Without the architect, there would be no channel or none of these parlays. Lastly, and most importantly, we are giving you free daily content with picks and receipts, okay? This is our 31st day in a row of posting parlays with reviews. We are showing you our actual betting slips and the results. We're going to keep posting and showing you the results because we don't get tired like Kevin Gates, and we ain't never scared like Bone Crusher. We ain't new to this, we true to this, y'all. And y'all know y'all doing the same damn thing as us every day. So you might as well just smash that like and subscribe button and do it for the sake of the parlay. So we're going to start off with the review of yesterday's parlay today from May 6th, 2026. And why these reviews are important is they're going to be very helpful the next time you make a bet. And they're going to be helpful because you can watch previous videos to get good information that you can't get other places, all right? So yesterday we wound up going 6 out of 8 picks, and this one really hurt y'all. It came down to one error in the Athletics and Phillies game, and then one blowout loss is the reason why we couldn't get one rebound from Julius Randle. All right, so I'm gonna go over each pick right now. All right, here are the ticket results from yesterday. We were right on the Baltimore Orioles winning on the run line against the Marlins. We were right on the under 8.5 in the Boston Red Sox and Tigers game. And we were right in the under 7.5 in the Pirates versus Diamondbacks. Then we were right on the puck line with Anaheim on the plus 1.5 puck line. Then we were right on Buffalo getting over 2.5 goals in their game against the Canadians. Then we were wrong about the under 8 in the Athletics and Phillies game. We were also wrong about Julius Randle recording 6+ rebounds, but we were right about Julian Champagny recording 2+3. All right, first I'm going to start off with this Athletics and Phillies game. We took the under 8, and the final score was 6-3 in the Phillies, but I do want to break down exactly what happened. That's why y'all here on the channel. As you can see here, our bet was looking very good going into the 8th inning, okay? And the 8th inning is when something very major happened, all right? Check this out here. Bryce Harper reaches on fielder's choice. Kyle Schwarber to second. Kyle Schwarber advances to second on a throwing error by second baseman Jeff McNeil. Jeff McNeil fucked up our parlay, okay? But what Jeff McNeil did, and just to let y'all know, he fumbled the bag, really, okay? And he was supposed to throw to second. He messed up the throw, and instead of it being a double play or at least one person getting out, 2 people got on base, all right? And that led to 4 runs being scored at the bottom of the 8th inning, all right? And that really messed up our parlay. We were under up until then, and Jeff McNeil is the reason why we didn't go green, all right? And that's very bad. Jeff McNeil, that's the type of stuff to get you benched and or cut from the team. That is literally like missing a layup in basketball. All right, next we took a 2-pick same game parlay, and we were right about Julian Champagny recording 2+3s, but we were wrong about Julius Randle recording 6+ rebounds. And the reason why he didn't record 6+ rebounds is because they were getting blown the fuck out, all right? As you can see here, he had 5 rebounds at the beginning of the 4th quarter, okay? And he was on his way to getting an easy 6 rebounds and going green for us, but they were getting blown out by 40, all right? And I was actually watching this game and tracking it online, and something told me to take a screenshot of this, okay? This is 11 minutes, 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and this was Julius Randle's last rebound. So this is sad, and he didn't come through for us because they was getting blown out, and they put in all the bench players. Julian Champagny most definitely came through. You can see he went green for us about halfway into the 3rd quarter. He went 2 for 4, but he wound up ending the game going 4 for 6. And he had 12 points, all threes. And yeah, the Spurs blew out the Minnesota Timberwolves 133-95. So yeah, you can see everybody on the damn team got in the game, but it didn't matter. Champagny still came through for us, and he went green. Next, we were right on Baltimore on the run line against the Miami Marlins, and Baltimore wound up winning 7-4 as I predicted. Okay, and as you can see here, difference in the game was the pitching. Miami only had 2 pitchers in the whole game, and they gave up 7 runs, and Baltimore had 4 pitchers, and they only gave up 4 runs. Also, my man Pete Alonso finally came through. He got a 3-run homer in the 1st inning, and that really helped Baltimore win. And as you can see here, Baltimore and Miami had about the same hits. It was 7-6, but Baltimore was just a better team as I predicted. All right, and they came through for us. We took them on the run line, and they won outright on the money line. Next, we were right about the under 7.5 runs in the Pirates and Diamondbacks game. And as you can see here, the Pirates won 1-0. And this is exactly what you want to see when you take an under. Only 1 run scored, all right? And then I told y'all, Paul Skeens is elite. He pitched 8 innings, only giving up 2 hits and 0 earned runs with 7 strikeouts, all right? That is very elite. And then also Soroka, who I said is good, and he had a good performance, but he wound up losing the game. He pitched 6.1 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned run, and 6 strikeouts, all right, with 2 walks. So, yeah, Paul Skeens was the difference in this game, and he went under for us. Next, we took the Buffalo Sabres to score at least 2.5 goals in their game against the Montreal Canadiens, and they wound up winning 4-2 against the Canadiens, okay? And as you can see here, they scored 2 goals in the first and 2 goals in the second, and no goals were scored by each team in the third, all right? But what's really interesting here is that the Buffalo Sabres only shot 16 shots, all right? So they got 4 goals on 16 shots, which is absolutely amazing, and the Canadians got 28 shots, all right, and they only scored 2 goals. So this just goes to show me that the Buffalo Sabres are actually really good. They're getting high-quality shots, all right? That's going to be good to know for these next games going in the series. And I like Buffalo to actually sweep the Canadians. Next, we took the under 8.5 runs in the Boston Red Sox and Detroit Tigers game, and the Red Sox wound up winning 4-0, okay? And this was a very good game for under, all right? There was only 2 runs scored in the 3rd and 4th innings, all right? And there were no more runs scored by either team for the rest of the game. Sonny Gray had a very good game. He pitched 5 innings, only giving up 4 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts, all right? But the main thing is he didn't give up any runs. And Jack Flaherty of the Tigers, he had an excellent game. He pitched 5 innings, only gave up 3 hits, but he gave up 2 earned runs and 4 runs, but he had 10 strikeouts, all right? And 10 strikeouts is very elite, and yeah, he's the reason why the team lost, because even though he had 10 strikeouts, he did give up 4 runs. So doesn't matter though. I told y'all Sonny Gray was good, Jack Flaherty was good, and they went under for us, and that's really good. That's all that matters. All right, and lastly, we took the Anaheim Ducks to win on the plus 1.5 puck line, and they wound up winning 3-1. So we just needed them to keep the game close, but they won outright 3-1. And as you can see here, our bet was good from the start. They were first to score, second to score, and hey, the Golden Knights just scored 1 goal at the end. All right, so Anaheim was up the whole game, and this was a really good bet that we didn't even have to sweat. All right, so let's talk about the alternate lines from yesterday, May 6th, 2026, and we had another great day with our alternate line suggestions. This has been the best part of this channel, and as you can see here, we recommended the under 10 in the Athletics and Phillies game, and that actually would have been the difference in making your parlay. We took the under 8 or the regular posted line in our parlay of the day, but if you would have took our suggested line of under 10, you would have won. We did not win with the under 8 because of that 8th inning error that cost us our parlay, but the under 10 would have been good. And next, we recommended Julian Champagnier to hit 1 3. So we took 2 threes in our regular parlay of the day, but he wound up having 4 threes total, so that definitely cleared in that one, and that was a good suggestion. Lastly, we recommended taking Anaheim Ducks, the plus 2.5 puck line, and we took them on the plus 1.5 puck line in our parlay of the day, but they wound up winning outright 3-1. So that's exactly what you want to have when you take somebody on the puck line or the run line, is for them to win outright. We just needed them to keep it close, but they wound up winning, so that suggestion was good as well. All right, here's what y'all been waiting for. Here's today's parlay of the day, May 7th, 2026. And just remember, we are giving y'all that octopus, all right? We specialize in 8-leg parlays. That's what we do. And we're going to turn that raw parlay ticket and that octopus into some good calamari, all right? So we can eat on this channel. We do this every day. We need a channel win for us and our subscribers, all right? We're going to do this finally today. Here's the parlay of the day. All right, first we're going to take the over 8.5 in the Baltimore Orioles versus Miami Marlins. Then we're going to take the over 8.5 in the Tampa Bay Rays versus Red Sox. Then we're going to take the St. Louis Cardinals on the run line against the Padres. Then we're going to take the under 5.5 goals in the Carolina Hurricanes and Philadelphia Flyers game. Then next, we're going to take a 2-pick same game parlay. First, we're going to take Cade Cunningham to record 2+ threes. Then we're going to take Tobias Harris to record 6+ rebounds. And then lastly, in a 2-pick same game parlay, we're going to take Marcus Smart to record 3+ rebounds and Austin Reeves to record under 18.5 points. All right, first of all, we're going to take the over 8.5 runs in this Baltimore Orioles at Miami Marlins game. And we're going to do this because Povich of the Orioles is not good. He had a really bad last start. Meyer is okay, but I feel like Povich is going to be the reason that this game goes over, because he is not the pitcher the Orioles want him to be. Just like Maury Povich, he is not the pitcher. All right, and then secondly, 5 out of the 7 last meetings have gone over, including yesterday, okay? The Orioles beat the Marlins 7-4 yesterday, and the Orioles have gone over in 7 straight games, and that's because their offense has been playing extremely well. My man, Pete Alonso, got a 3-run home run in the first inning last game, and yeah, he's finally hitting well, but he couldn't get a damn hit a couple weeks ago, but hey, this game should most definitely go over. Next, we're going to take the over 8.5 runs in this Tampa Bay Rays at Boston Red Sox game. And this one's pretty simple because this has a lot of factors that's going to have this game go over, all right? First of all, this game is going to feature two fairly new pitchers. Jax of Tampa Bay is from the bullpen, and Bennett, this is his second career start, all right? So this is a combination of over because they are new. If they were nice, they would have been starting pitchers from the jump, all right? So next, since they are new pitchers, both teams are probably going to use their bullpens, and they already use their bullpens frequently, all right? These pitchers probably aren't going to be going deep into the game, so it's going to be other pitchers coming in to pitch against each other team. Also, Boston has averaged about 6.3 runs since they fired their coach, Alex Cora, a couple of weeks ago, all right? And yeah, that's pretty good. And then lastly, Fenway Park is a hitter's park, so all this combined makes for us a good over, and we expect this to go green for us. Next, we're taking the St. Louis Cardinals on the plus 1.5 run line against the San Diego Padres, and this one's pretty simple, y'all. As y'all can see here, I got a free pro report from the Action Network, and I like using these because they're good and they do a lot of analysis, and people pay for these reports, but I got this one for free, and it's basically recommending taking St. Louis on the money line, all right? And they're the underdog, so what I'm doing is just using this information. If they say that they're good on the money line, they should be good on the run line, which is a safer bet for the sake of our parlay, all right? So that's it for this one. You can see, hey, got sharp movement on the money line, and they have a system bet for this play, and we like St. Louis to at least keep the game close and win on the run line. All right, next, we're taking the under 5.5 goals in this Carolina Hurricanes at Philadelphia Flyers game. And we like this because Anderson and Vladar are very elite. And you can see last time I played, I broke down their save percentages. That alone is very good for the under. Also, both teams have a very conservative style of play, so they don't like to take a lot of shots. They just take high quality shots, all right? And that leads to low scoring games. Also, the last two games in this series have went under. And this is one really good thing that y'all can do, and I do because I'm really good at math. You can see that the over is plus money, okay? So if the over 5.5 is plus money, that means that Vegas is not expecting this game to be high scoring at all, all right? So that's why this under 5.5 goals is a safe bet, and this will go green for us. Next, we're taking a 2-pick same-game parlay for Cade Cunningham to record 2+3s and Tobias Harris to record 6+ rebounds. Now, we're taking Cade to record 2+3s because he's attempted 8 threes so far each game in this playoffs, and that's a lot of threes, okay? Another good reason is he has a high usage rate, all right? So the ball's going to be in his hands a lot, and he's going to be making a lot of decisions, and he's going to be scoring a lot. And lastly, I like Cade because, hey, man, he was a number 1 draft pick, all right? And we ain't never picked him on one of our parlays of the day, but I have watched a few of the games, and he needs to prove it to me that he's worthy of being on our parlay of the day, and he's a number 1 draft pick, so he should come through for us, all right? But like I said, we're going to stay tuned and see what Cade does for us. Next, we're taking Tobias Harris to record 6+ rebounds for us. And we like this because in the first series with the Magic, he posted about 8.1 rebounds a game. And that's quite a lot, and doesn't look like the books have caught up to him. Next, he's been averaging about 37 minutes a game. So he's going to get plenty of opportunity this game to get 6 rebounds for us. And lastly, he's a seasoned veteran. I saw a clip where the coach, somebody from the press, asked him about Tobias Harris. He's like, don't ever ask me about Tobias Harris again. Tobias does his job. Tobias is a seasoned veteran. He's going to come through for us. And I think after tonight, when he comes through for us, we're going to put him on the list for the rest of the playoffs. Next, in a 2-pick same-game parlay, we're taking Marcus Smart to record 3+ rebounds and Austin Reeves to record under 18.5 points. And we like this for Marcus Smart because he's been averaging about 32 minutes a game in the playoffs. That's a decent amount of minutes as a starter, especially without Luka. He's getting a lot more playing time, and he's having the ball in his hand a lot more. Also, Marcus Smart is known for being the heart of the Lakers and having hustling style type of play. All right, so he should be all over the floor, and like I said, he's going to be playing a lot. And lastly, it's only 3 rebounds. All right, he should be able to get this in his sleep just off of being in the court. 3 rebounds should fall into his lap. So if Marcus Smart does not get 3 rebounds, he will no longer be in our parlays of the day, and he will be on the ban list. All right. Next and lastly, we're taking Austin Reeves to record under 18.5 points. And we like this bet because he had an abysmal game and went 3 for 16 in game 1. Also, a big reason for that was because OKC has an elite defense. And also, Austin Reeves still might be dealing with that oblique issue, which is why he's probably not scoring as much as he usually did. And he only averaged about 15 a game versus OKC during the regular season. And lastly, and most importantly, he's never came through for us. I was the one, me and the architect was going back and forth. I was like, hey, man, he's gonna perform and go green for us, but he never has. All right, so this is going to just be an experiment. We're not expecting him to get over 18.5 points, and it's mainly because he's never came through for us, and he's most definitely not on our list. Okay, here are the alternate line suggestions for May 7th, 2026. And first of all, we're going to start off by recommending taking St. Louis on the plus 2.5 run line. All right, we're taking them on the plus 1.5 run line. Like I said, I got that free action report, the pro report. It's taking St. Louis on the money line, so a better bet would be to take them on the run line. So we took them at plus 1.5, but we're recommending y'all take it at plus 2.5. Next, we're taking the over 8.5 in our posting line, but we're recommending y'all take the over 7 in the Baltimore and Miami game. Obviously, over 7 is better than over 8.5, so you're giving yourself a little cushion of 1.5 runs. Lastly, we're recommending taking the under 6.5 goals in the Carolina and Philadelphia Flyers game. This bet is good because, like I said in our explanations for the parlay of the day, over 5.5 goals is plus money, okay? So giving yourself an extra goal in 6.5, that sounds like a very safe bet. We took the under 5.5, but under 6.5 is a better bet. And just remember, with our alternate line suggestions for today, a better number equals more cushion. Over 7 runs in that Baltimore at Miami Marlins game is better than over 8.5 runs. And with that better number, that always means less odds. For example, the over 8.5 runs in that Baltimore at Miami Marlins game is minus 112, while the over 7 runs is minus 200. Okay, there you have it, everybody. That's the parlay of the day today. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your bets, especially if you're trailing us. And just remember, winners never quit. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and one good parlay will make your day. All right, and we'll be back tomorrow with another video and another parlay of the day.